Hi guys, breaking news. A Biden-appointed U.S. attorney was found dead. And we're just getting in and trying to examine what really happened. So, a Biden-appointed U.S. attorney was found dead inside her home early this morning. And what in the world is going on here? So, Jessica Aber, 43 years old, one of the top federal prosecutors for the Eastern District of Virginia, was discovered unresponsive in her Alexandria home. So, cardiac arrest, natural causes, or is there something more sinister afoot here? So, the media is already spinning this, but we've got some details that no one's really talking about in the mainstream media. And by the end of the episode, I think we should be asking ourselves, was this just another tragedy? Or could she have known too much? What do you guys think? Drop a comment. Let me know your thoughts on this, because my gut reaction is kind of stunned right now. 43 years old. That's really early to pass. And what's your gut reaction say? I wonder, is this a conspiracy or a coincidence? So this one's really big, because if you look at who Jessica Aber was, she's a big deal, appointed by Joe Biden in 2021, the U.S. Attorney for the Eastern District of Virginia. She took down a lot of drug cartels and tackled the opioid crisis and fought against gun violence and prosecuted high-profile espionage cases, including former CIA analysts and criminals involved in fraud, terrorism, and international crime. So just recently, she stepped down from her role a few months ago, and now she's dead at 43? I mean, is it coincidence? Is it something deeper? It's really, tough to delve into it when everything is so early, but this is what the authorities are saying that is happening. So the dispatch call happened at 9:18 a.m. She was found unresponsive in her bed. The cause of death, medical examiner hasn't confirmed it yet, but the initial report is saying cardiac arrest. But here's the thing. No one in mainstream media is mentioning any of that. ABC, Fox, Washington Post, they all say found dead, but nothing about cardiac arrest. Why? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's right to even speculate, but the dispatch call even got her age wrong, stating 46 instead of 43. Now, I don't know if that's that big of a suspicious thing to have happened, but it's a discrepancy. And other things seem a bit off. So the internet's kind of exploding with a lot of theories. Conspiracy, or is it a coincidence? And this is where things get a little bit wild when the internet goes off with their speculation. Did she know too much? Was she another big name that was going after too many big people? Was she prosecuting someone dangerous? Was this some type of warning? If we break it down, we remember there was a lot of conspiracies about the Clinton body count. And so many of these conspiracy theories end up coming true. It does get scary sometimes, but according to theorists, dozens of people linked to the Clintons have died under mysterious circumstances. Some believe Biden could have been in the same direction, but I don't know. That's really reaching out there. But the whistleblower angle, Aber worked on cases involving espionage, international crime, classified intelligence. She prosecuted a former CIA analyst for retaining and leaking top secret defense information. That's big stuff, And she had information that some that didn't really want to get out. They don't want that information getting out. And so you got to wonder, and even when you look at the Epstein case, that was ruled a suicide, but many still believe he was silenced, you know. And so could this be another case of a high-profile figure knowing too much? Remember, she went after Big Pharma, the opioid crisis theory. Aber was leading the charge against opiate manufacturers and big drug cartels. She's a hero in that sense, but of course, those are some really dangerous enemies to create, and those type of people, they don't want their secrets exposed, I would imagine, but it doesn't mean that necessarily conspiracies at play, but it does raise those questions that a lot of people are bringing up right now. So if you get a chance to look up some interviews, there's a rare interview from Jessica Aber where she does talk about her mission to fight corruption and fraud. Again, a hero attorney. She really went after big things, and she was dedicated to exposing fraud and criminal activity. And now to be gone at 43 at such a young age, it's just heartbreaking. So here are the questions that remain. The Alexandria police has launched an investigation, but will we get the full story? I hope so. And what did she know? Who was she working on before she stepped down? Hopefully this won't get swept under the rug. I think it deserves a lot of attention. I think she deserves a lot of respect for who she was and what she did. And cardiac arrest seems really interesting because 43 years old to just go like that, it doesn't seem plausible in a lot of ways, but stranger things have, of course, happened. And needless to say, she's a very powerful figure, a powerful attorney, and she was going after very, very powerful people. So we don't want to just jump into conspiracy theory, but I do think her passing deserves a lot of attention. And when somebody like this mysteriously dies, I think questioning the stories are really important. But thank you again for tuning into the baseline here, and our condolences to the family, and what a hero this lady was. And I hope we get to the bottom of the issues and some closure to this situation. Thanks again for watching, guys.